ready.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find award-winning schools for students of all ages in a family-friendly community. Waiting here for you.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Great things are happening in Haysville. A beautiful new activity center near Riggs Park to get in shape and have fun. A nationally recognized school system with new state-of-the-art facilities. Great people, great neighborhoods, a great place to grow a family. So say hello to Haysville.
Say hello to Haysville now.
It's summer in Haysville, with families enjoying our hometown market, plenty of summer activities, and celebrations to last a lifetime. Join us for summertime fun.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Wait for the things you want. Get it now at Hometown Sales Lease. Why wait for a killer TV or audio system? I don't want to wait. Why wait for efficient new kitchen and laundry appliances? Why wait for furniture with style or a comfortable new mattress? Get it now. Why wait for an awesome new computer? Get the leading brands, the latest styles, and the hottest features, all with flexible payments you can afford. No credit needed, no hassles, and delivery is included. Everyone is approved. Get it now at Hometown Sales Lease.
I don't want to wait anymore.
Chicken, so I got you a beef and bean burrito. And then I ate it, so I got you a Christian? Agent Walrus. impressive. I really don't get paid enough for this.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find miles of lighted hike and bike trails that take you through beautiful neighborhoods and parks. Visit our activity center and see what you've been missing.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Are you ready?
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find award-winning schools for students of all ages in a family-friendly community, waiting here for you.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Great things are happening in Haysville, a beautiful new activity center near Riggs Park to get in shape and have fun. A nationally recognized school system with new state-of-the-art facilities, great people, great neighborhoods, a great place to grow a family. So say hello to Haysville.
Say hello to Haysville now.
It's summer in Haysville, with families enjoying our hometown market, plenty of summer activities, and celebrations to last a lifetime. Join us for summertime fun.
Say hello to Haysville now.
want. Get it now at Hometown Sales Lease. Why wait for a killer TV or audio system?
I don't wanna wait.
Why wait for efficient new kitchen and laundry appliances? Why wait for furniture with style or a comfortable new mattress? Get it now. Why wait for an awesome new computer? Get the leading brands, the latest styles, and the hottest...
And hello, everybody. It's baseball time in Haysville. I'm Todd Hook, along with producer, director, engineer Chris Worrell, bringing you live Haysville Aviator baseball. Game 2 tonight against the Hayes Larks. Aviators 5-2 winners last night over the Larks. Everybody has a spring in their step. It's like everybody's getting ice cream tonight, so everybody's loose and ready to go. The Larks come in 20-9. And here's the way they're going to go. Leading off will be Keone Givens. He'll play center field. Jonathan Sabaranos will play second base. In the 3 spot will be Clayton Raspberry. He'll play right field. And in the cleanup spot, Colin Simpson. He will be the designated hitter. Nick Jones will bat in the 5 spot and catch. Clayton Harp will play left field. Jacob Boston will be at third base. Alex Weiss will hit 8 and play first base, and rounding it out will be Max Remy. He will play shortstop. On the mound for the Larks will be Chandler Coates. More about him in a moment. Defensively, here's how the Aviators will go. In left field, Drew Henry, Hutchison in center, and Tyler Flores over in right. Left to right in the infield, Rich Silvestri will play third base. Raymond Rodriguez at short. Ethan Hunt at second. And Paul Croft will be at first base. Matt Pritz will be behind the plate. And on the mound for the Aviators will be Taylor Copland. He's out of Manchester University. He's appeared in 6 games so far this summer. He's got 26 1/3 innings of work under his belt. He's given up 28 hits. 15 runs, 13 of which were earned. He's walked 6 and struck out 17. Big right-hander. Comes in with a 4.44 ERA. He does have the best earned run average on the club so far. Beautiful night for baseball. Temperature right at 90 degrees. Looks like we're going to get started a couple of minutes early. Last night's game was just a smidge under 2 hours. Very effective for both clubs. Here's Keone Givens. He's playing center field. He's out of the University of Oklahoma. Takes first pitch in there for a called strike. Temperature 90 degrees. What wind we do have is out of the south at about 8 miles an hour. So warm night, but comfortable. And second pitch is high and in. 1-1 now. And that's batted to the right side. Hunt is up with it over to first in time. Givens is retired. Scored that one 4-3, out number 1. Coaches for the Larks, head coach Frank Leo, assisted by Aaron Cornell, Jay Sanders, and Keith Harper. Here's Jonathan Soberanos. He's out of Angelo State. He was an Aviator last year. Comes in hitting .244. He's playing second base. First pitch, off-speed pitch is in there for a call strike. Looked like a good changeup by Copland. And the 0-1 is high and away. Count even 1-1. Copland's last outing on the 2nd of July versus Great Bend. He went 7 innings and gave up 5 runs, 4 of which were earned. Pitch misses low. 2 balls and a strike. He gave up 7 hits and was saddled with the loss. Pitch is swung on, driven to right, and that'll be down for a base hit. Sabaranos on his way to second, and he's in there. So a 1-out double by Jonathan Sabaranos. And the Larks have something going right off the bat. This will bring up Clayton Raspberry. He's hitting .352. The big left-hander's out of Stephen F. Austin. First pitch to him. Just missed low. Larks hitting .281 as a team, giving up just a smidge over 4 runs a game. Off-speed pitch driven to right. Flores back into his left and makes the play right on the track. Sabaranos will advance to third. 2 outs now. That ball was hit about as hard as you can hit it and keep it in the ballpark. 2 down now. Here's Colin Simpson. He's the designated hitter out of Oklahoma State. Leads the club in batting average right around .444. The big left-hander steps in and takes a call strike on the outer half. Very dangerous hitter. Really fun to watch take BP. Off-speed pitch just misses. 1-1 now. I don't know if they have any baseballs left after he got done. And Copland's going to step off and start over. Top of the first from Haysville. Still time to get out here if you're in the area. Free admission tonight. Off-speed pitch swung through and missed. Simpson in the hole, 1-2. And that swung through and fouled back. Tried to challenge him upstairs, change his eye level a little bit. Simpson looked like he was on time with that pitch, just couldn't get on top of it. Here's the 1-2. Off-speed pitch, and that's batted foul. Good change of pace from Copland. Had Simpson out front on that one. Very quick hands, able to keep them back. That pitch is swung on. That's pop foul down our way. And that'll make the seats. Well, it would make the seats if we had seats over there. And a 1-2 is fouled back again. Good at bat for Simpson, putting up quite a battle there. Simpson part of that Oklahoma State club that made a deep run this last spring. And the 1-2. Off-speed pitch, that is driven to right field for a base hit. 1 run will score. Simpson going for 2, and he'll make it. Good hustle from Simpson. That off-speed pitch was just up around the letters, did not get it low enough, and Simpson tattooed it to right field. So the Larks lead it early, 1-0.
Now batting for the Larks from Eastern Michigan.
This will bring up Nick Jones, the catcher. The right-handers from Eastern Michigan. Jones comes in hitting .271. 2 down now. And pitch is low. Squirts away from Pritz, but he's able to retrieve it before Simpson could advance. Game 2 of 3 with the Larks. Game 3 tomorrow night at 7 o'clock right here at Vulcan Field in Haysville. That is a one hopper at Rodriguez. He's unable to backhand it, so that'll go as a base hit. So back-to-back hits for the Larks, and they have runners at the corners with 2 outs.
From Sam Houston State, the left fielder, number 26, Clayton Harp.
Clayton Harp now, he's a left-hander out of Sam Houston. Hitting .185, playing left field, and he takes a strike. Larks come in 20-9, Aviators 7-24. And the 0-1. That's in there for a call strike on the inside corner. Good pitch from Copland. Harp's in the hole, 0-2. Copland trying to make a pitch, get out of it. Fastball down, he goes and down and gets it. 1 run will score. And that'll be a base hit to center field. Not a bad pitch from Copland, but he just went down and got it. So 3 straight hits for the Larks here in the top of the first. So Simpson will score. That'll make the score 2-0 Larks. First and second now. Here's Jacob Boston. Boston, a tall right-hander out of Angelo State, hitting 195. Boston playing third base. And the pitch. That's wide. 4 hits on the inning for the Larks. And that's in there for a call strike. 1-1 now. Ball and a strike, 2 outs, runners at first and second. Larks with 2 runs across here in the top of the first. Swung on and missed. Boston had a healthy cut, just missed it. He's in the hole now, 1-2. Larks was unable to have any success defensively last night. He made 4 errors, which is very uncharacteristic. That pitch is at the letter, swung through and missed. So the Larks are going to leave a couple, but they get a couple. After a half an inning, they lead it 2-0. We'll be right back.
All with flexible payments you can afford. No credit needed, no hassles, and delivery is included. Everyone is approved. Get it now at Hometown Sales Lease.
I don't want to wait anymore.
They didn't have chicken, so I got you a beef and bean burrito. And then I ate it, so I got you a Christian? Agent Walrus. Broseph. You really don't get paid enough for this?
And welcome back. We go to the home half of the first. Here's how the Aviators will go. Tyler Flores will lead it off and play right field. Dylan Hutchinson will bat second and play center field. Paul Croft will move up to the 3 spot and play first base. Troy Konwinski will be the designated hitter and hit in the cleanup spot. Followed by Ethan Hunt. At second base, Drew Henry in left field. Ricky Silvestri will be in the 7 spot. Raymond Rodriguez will play shortstop, and rounding out the order at catcher will be Matt Pritz. On the mound for the Larks will be Chandler Coates. 4 games of work, 25 1/3 innings of effort so far. He's given up 21 hits, 9 runs. He's 3-0 on the year. He's out of the University of New Mexico. He's a left-hander. Defensively for the Larks, left to right in the outfield, Harp, Givens, and Raspberry. Boston will play third base. Remy at short, Sabaranos at second, Weiss at first. Jones will do the catching, and Coates on the mound. Aviators 7-24. They've won 2 of their last 10. Here's Tyler Flores hitting .343 out of Point Loma. Steps in from the left hand side and bounces it foul. And the 0-1. That's in there for a call strike. Good fastball from Coates. Coates not a very tall guy, but great velocity. And the pitch is wide. Ball and 2 strikes. Wind absolutely calm at the moment. Pitch is swung on, driven to center. Givens to his left, lays out, unable to come up with it. And Flores will be into second base with a leadoff double.
Now batting for the Aviators from Texas, A&M Kingsville.
Givens just missed the play of the year. He completely laid out for it. He's up with it pretty quickly and able to hold Flores to 2. Here's Dylan Hutchison out of Texas A&M Kingsville. He's hitting .263. He's playing center field tonight. Part of that outfield trio that seems to run down everything hit out there. Flores leads the club in home runs with 3. Forgot to mention that earlier. And the pitch shows bunt, pulls it back, and takes a ball. Family weekend here in Haysville. Big picnic tomorrow. Pictures. Got a win last night. Everybody happy. Ball is bunted foul. Count even now, 1-1. Johnny B's night and Haysville forward. Get a chance you're ever in Haysville, you're going to need to stop in and get you a burger or their world-famous fried tacos there at Johnny B's. It's amazing how many folks hadn't had a fried taco. One and one to Hutchison. Squares again. And that's bunted down the third base line. The third baseman is up with it. Barehands it over to first. Good play by Boston. Gets Hutchison by about a half a step. Just dang near beat that one out. So Flores down to second. Credit Hutchison with a sacrifice. One out now. Here's Paul Croft. Croft been with the club a couple of weeks, hitting .250. Playing first base. He's out of the University of Central Oklahoma. Never have too many Okies around, I found. And here it is. That is bounced to the left side. Boston up with it on the in-between hop over to first in time. So 2 outs now.
Now batting for the Aviators from Defiance College, the designated hitter, number 22, Troy Konwinski.
This will bring up Troy Konwinski. He's leading the club in batting average at .390. He's out of Defiance College. Steps in from the left side. Second-year man with the Aviators. 2 outs now. And that's a strike in there. Good fastball from Coates. And the 0-1 just misses low. Count even now, 1-1. Good spot from Coates. And that's high. 2 balls and a strike. Hitters count now for Konwinski. Good crowd tonight. A lot of parents in attendance. Pitch is swung on, popped up. Down our way. Third baseman Boston makes the play right in front of us. Good play, making the over-the-shoulder grab in foul territory, and that'll do it for the Aviators. They're going to leave one after one complete. It's 2-0 Hayes. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find miles of lighted hike and bike trails that take you through beautiful neighborhoods and parks. Visit our activity center and see what you've been missing.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the second. Haysville versus the Hayes Larks. Aviators trail the Larks 2-0. Larks get 2 in the first. 8, 9, and 1 scheduled to hit for the Larks. It'll be Weiss, Remy, and Givens scheduled in the second. Here's Alex Weiss, the first baseman. He's out of Fort Hays State, hitting 179. Steps in from the right side. First pitch from Copland is swung on and fouled back. "25 pitches for Copland last inning. That's about 8 to 10 too many. So he'll try to rectify that here. That is bounced foul. Looked like that hit him. Weiss finds himself in the hole, 0-2. And the 0-2 from Copland. That swung on and missed. So good start for Copland, getting Weiss to strike out here in the second. One down now. Here's the 9-hole man, Max Remy.
Now batting for the Larks from Austin.
Remy out of Austin P.
K-State. The shortstop, number 5, Max Remy.
Remy hitting .286. He's playing shortstop. First pitch to him. That is bounced to the left side. And Rodriguez backhands it, unable to get the fast Remy. So that'll go as a base hit. So a one-out hit for the Larks. Good job by Rodriguez getting to the ball. A lot of good range to his right. Top of the order now. Here's Keone Givens. Bounced out to the second baseman last time. He's 0 for 1. Givens out of the University of Oklahoma. Good lead over there by Remy. And Givens puts the bunt down. Third baseman up with it. Oh, boy, unable to make the throw. So Silvestri unable to come up and make a throw. Had plenty of time. Looks like he didn't have the handle on it. That'll go as an error. Remy down to third as the throw gets by the first baseman, Croft. So Givens reaches on an error. Second and third now, only one out. Here's Jonathan Soberanos. Doubled and scored in the first. He's out of Angelo State. He was an Aviator last year. And the pitch. That's in there for a called strike. Copland out of the windup. Here's the pitch. That is batted foul. 0-2 now. Copland shaking him off, finds one he likes. And as expected, Soberano steps out and we're going to start over. Copland taking a little bit too much time. Here's the pitch. That is an off-speed pitch. That is popped foul down the right side. Copland in serious need of a strikeout right here. Maybe get Soberanos here and then retire Raspberry and then face Simpson with nobody on. That would be the ultimate in thinking here. 5 hits so far for the Larks. Here's the 0-2. One hopper to the second baseman. A run will score. Hunt is up with it over to first in time. 2 outs. Remy will score. That makes the score 3-0. Givens over to third. 2 down now. Here's Clayton Raspberry. He's out of Stephen F. Austin. He's hitless tonight. Popped out to the right fielder last time. Hitting .352 at the start of the day. Off-speed pitch misses high. Drove it to the track and right last time up. Has some power. And that misses low. Copland in a hole, 2-0. Givens at third. He reached on an error. That is bounced to the left side, and that'll get through there for a base hit. So Givens will score. That makes it 4-0 Larks. Base hit for Raspberry. This brings up the cleanout guy, Colin Simpson. Doubled in the first and scored. And that is driven back to Copland. On the fly, knocks his glove off. He flips it up in the air and catches the ball barehanded. So, folks, that one's hard to explain. So Simpson gets it on the nose. So after an inning and a half, it's all Larks, 4-0. We'll be right back.
Are you ready?
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find award-winning schools for students of all ages in a family-friendly community. Waiting here for you.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. We go to the home half of the second. All Larks so far. They lead it 4-0. From around the Jayhawk League last night, it was Derby 10, Oklahoma City 9, Liberal 2, Great Bend 7, Dodge City 9, and El Dorado 5. Get to those standings later on in the evening. 5, 6, and 7 scheduled for the Aviators. This will be Ethan Hunt. Hunt, Henry, and Silvestri scheduled in the second. Hunt out of the University of Charleston. The first pitch from Coates is low. Ball 1. Hunt comes in hitting .304, playing second base. And he takes low. Ball 2. Larks will continue to go with Coates out of New Mexico. Here's a 2-0. That is bounced to the right side. Sabaranos up with it on a couple of hops over to first in time. Room service hop for Sabaranos, and Hunt is retired.
For the Aviators from Maryville College, the left fielder, number 1, Drew Henry.
One out now. Here's Drew Henry hitting .348 out of Maryville. Henry part of that outfield core. He steps in from the left side. He's playing left field. Left on left matchup, that is a strike. Good off-speed pitch from Coates. That's in there for a strike. 0-2 now to Henry. Just missed wide. Tried to get him to chase something. Good purpose pitch. Henry wasn't biting. Some activity now in the bullpen. That misses wide. 2-2. Coates a very quick worker. You dare not look down to your score sheet while he's working. That's bounced back to the mound. Coates is up with it over to first in time. Henry retired 1-3. 2 down now. Here's Silvestri.
From Delta State, the third baseman, number 18, Ricky Silvestri.
This will bring up the third baseman, Ricky Silvestri. He's out of Delta State, hitting .273. Steps in from the left side, left-on-left matchup. Here's the offering from Coates. Off-speed pitch in there for a call strike. Fastball, and that is a one-hopper to the second baseman. Sabaranos backhands it over to first, and the Aviators go in order. So after 2 innings of play, 4-0 Larks. We'll be right back.
Great things are happening in Haysville, a beautiful new activity center near Riggs Park to get in shape and have fun. A nationally recognized school system with new state-of-the-art facilities, great people, great neighborhoods, a great place to grow a family. So say hello to Haysville.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the third. All Larks so far. They've scored 2 in each inning. They lead at 4-0. 5, 6, and 7 scheduled for the Larks. It'll be Jones, Harp, and Boston scheduled in the Larks' third. Here's Nick Jones. He singled and was stranded in the first. He's out of Eastern Michigan. First pitch to Nick Jones is low, ball 1. Looks like we're going to continue to go with Copland. A little more efficient last time. Got out in about 16 pitches. That's a call strike. 1-1 now. Off-speed pitch bounced foul. Ball and 2 strikes to the Larks catcher. That misses high, 2-2. Jones hitting .271 at the beginning of the day. Tried to check his swing. They're going to ask for help. He didn't go. And the 3-2. Swung on and missed. Good changeup from Copland, and that'll be out number 1. Here's Clayton Harp. Singled and was stranded in the first. He's out of Sam Houston, hitting .188. First pitch swinging, driven to left field. Henry right there to haul it in. And Harp is retired. 2 down now. Here's Jacob Boston out of Angelo State. 2 up and 2 down. This is exactly what Copland needs. Keep his club in it. 6 hits on the night for the Larks, only 1 for the Aviators. Boston struck out in the first to end the inning. Almost hit him. That goes to the screen. Ball and no strikes. Here's a 1-0. Off-speed pitch floats high, 2-0. Larks come in hitting .281 as a team. Swung on and missed. 2 balls and a strike to Boston. Jared Rivera getting loose in the Aviator bullpen. And a 2-1 is in there for a call strike. That'll even it up, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the top of the third. Larks lead at 4-0. The 2-2's in the dirt. 3-2 now. $14 balls, 36 strikes so far for Taylor Copland. See if he can win the battle right here. Off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and that'll do it. So the Larks go in order for the first time tonight. After 2.5, they lead it 4-0. We'll be right back. Dang right. And welcome back. We go to the home half of the third. Coates will continue to work for the Larks. He's been very efficient so far through 2 innings, only 22 pitches so far. 8, 9, and 1 scheduled to hit for the Aviators. Only 1 hit so far for the home team. Rodriguez, Pritz, and Flores scheduled in the Aviator third. Aviators come in hitting .261 as a team, giving up a little more than 7 runs per game. Here's Raymond Rodriguez. He's playing shortstop. He's out of Florida Memorial hitting .222. First pitch from Coates is swung on and missed. Off-speed pitch from Coates pulled a string on him, and Rodriguez is in the hole, 0-2. Good off-speed pitch from Coates. And the 0-2. That's bounced to the right side. Weiss up with it, flips to Coates, and that'll do it. 1 out now. Here's the 9-hole man, Matt Pritz. Pritz doing the catching tonight. New guy on the club, still looking for his first hit. He's out of Manchester. He's come in and done a great job behind the plate. First pitch to him is ball. Second pitch is swung through and missed. That leaving it up 1-1. And Pritz is going to step out. Coates works fast, so you got to be ready when you step in. Good fastball from him, and that's fouled back.
Batting for the Aviators, number 2, Matt Pritz.
And here's the 1-2, and that's high. Tried to get him to chase, nothing doing. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And that's bounced foul this way. Count remains 2-2. Coach Figueroa with absolutely no range over here at third base. And that pitch is swung on and fouled back. Pritz putting up a good battle here. 1 out in the bottom of the third. All Larks so far. Around the Jayhawk League, Derbies at Oklahoma City, Liberals at Great Bend, and Dodge Cities at El Dorado. Pitch is swung on, driven to left field. If that's down, that's a base hit, and it is. That'll fall just inside the left field line. And the throw gets away from the second baseman. Backing it up is Weiss. So that'll be Pritz's first hit of the season as an Aviator. So a one-out hit. Here's Tyler Flores. He's out of Point Loma. Doubled and was stranded in the first. Coach requested a new baseball. And the first pitch swung on and missed. Flores with a healthy cut. He does lead the club in homers with 3. And in RBIs with 16. And the throw over to first had him leaning. The throw was on the money. He probably gets Pritz. Good move over there from Chandler Coates. Pitch is swung on. That's line to the second baseman. Over to first, and they'll double up Pritz. So Flores hit it on a line. Aviators go in order. After 3 complete, they trail the Larks 4-0. We'll be right back.
It's summer in Haysville, with families enjoying our hometown market, plenty of summer activities, and celebrations to last a lifetime. Join us for summertime fun.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the 4th. They'll go with Copland. He will enter the 4th inning of work. 52 pitches on the night so far. Pretty good inning last night, getting out in 12 pitches last inning. 8, 9, and 1 scheduled for the Larks. It'll be Weiss, Remy, and Givens. Weiss struck out in the second. He's 0 for 1. Weiss out of Fort Hays, hitting 179 at the start of the night. And the pitch is inside, ball 1. Copland trying to settle in here. He had a pretty good inning last time. Gave up 2 runs in the first and in the second. Off-speed pitch driven to center. Hutchison ranging to his right and makes the play. 1 out now. Here's the 9-hole man, Max Remy. Remy singled and scored in the second. He's out of Austin P. Rivera continuing to loosen in the Aviator bullpen. Off-speed pitch, that's in there for a call strike. If Copland can start with the soft stuff early, then he'll have a lot better advantage. And the 0-1, that's popped up, and that'll be just foul behind the Larks dugout. Copland ahead in the count, 0-2. And the 0-2 fastball challenged him. He swung through it, and Remy is retired. 2 outs now. Top of the order, here's Keone Givens. Reached on an error and scored in the second. Bounced out to the second baseman in the first. He's 0 for 2. Center fielder out of the University of Oklahoma takes a ball. Swung on, batted foul. 1-1 now. Ball and a strike. 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the top of the 4th. Larks lead it 4-0. Good off-speed pitch. He swung on and missed. Givens in the hole, 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Swung on and missed. Good fastball from Copland. So the Larks go in order for the second time tonight. After 3.5, the Larks lead it 4-0. We'll be right back.
Why wait for the things you want? Get it now at Hometown Sales Lease. Why wait for a killer TV or audio system?
I don't wanna wait.
Why wait for efficient new kitchen and laundry appliances? Why wait for furniture with style or a comfortable new mattress? Get it now. Why wait for an awesome new computer? Get the leading brands, the latest styles, and the hottest features, all with flexible payments you can afford. No credit needed, no hassles, and delivery is included. Everyone is approved. Get it now at Hometown Sales Lease.
I don't wanna wait anymore.
They didn't have chicken, so I got you a beef and bean burrito. And then I ate it, so I got you a Christian? Agent Walrus? Broseph?
And welcome back. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Todd Hook along with director, producer Chris Worrell. It's been all Larks so far tonight. They lead it 4-0. 2 hits on the evening for the Aviators, 6 hits for the Larks. Chandler Coates has been doing a job on the Aviators. Only 34 pitches through 3 innings. 2, 3, and 4 for the Aviators. Hutchison, Croft, and Konwinski scheduled here in the 4th. Here's Dylan Hutchison. 5-3 sacrifice in the 1st, so takes the first pitch for a ball. Hutchison out of Texas A&M Kingsville. He's hitting .263 at the start of the day. Fastball from Coates, batted foul. Count even now, 1-1. And the 1-1. That's in there for a call strike. Looked like he took a little bit off. Looked like a straight change from Coates. Spotted it up well. Hutchison in the hole, 1-2. High fastball. That's driven up the middle for a base hit. So Hutchison is 1 for 1 with a sacrifice. That's a leadoff hit there for the Aviators. This will bring up Paul Croft. Croft 0 for 1 tonight. Bounced out to the third baseman last time. He's out of UCO. Third hit surrendered by Coates tonight. Ball was up in the zone. Hutchison went up and got it and drove it right up the middle. Hutchison, always a threat to run, leads the club in stolen bases with 15. Good lead over there. And the throw over. Hutchison's back standing up. That wasn't the good move that Coach showed earlier against Pritz. So we'll wait. Quick step off there. He gets back in. Looks like Dylan will need to do laundry tonight. And off-speed pitch misses. Ball and no strikes now to Croft. See how Coates manages a legitimate base stealer from Hutchison. Good fastball at the knees for a call strike. That'll even it up 1-1. And here's a 1-1. That's in the dirt, dug out nicely by Jones. Saved the runner advancing. 2 balls and a strike to the third baseman, Croft. Good lead over there by Hutchison. Throw over. He's back standing up. Enjoyed having the Hall family this last week in our home. We are hosting Dillon Hall. Enjoyed the whole family and their visit. That pitch is driven to center field. That's going to get down. Givens up with it. He's unable to come up with it cleanly. So Hutchison over to third, and Croft in there with a double. It looks like Givens was playing way over towards right field. And that ball got down. Unable to pick it up cleanly, and that allowed Croft to get into second base. Here's a cleanup man, Troy Konwinski. He's out of Defiance College. Popped up to the third baseman in the first. Good play by Boston. Looks like we're going to have a meeting on the mound. While we're doing that, let's have a little this day in baseball history. Why not? July the 9th. What happened on July the 9th? Well, in 1972. By golly, it is the 8th. Thank you. That's why we have people working for us. Let's look at July the 8th and see what happened. 1962, July the 8th, at the age of 41, the Cards' Stan Musial is the oldest player to pop 3 homers in a game in a 15-1 stomping of the Mets. Gosh, everybody beat the Mets then. That's pretty good at the age 41, 3 homers for Stan the Man. This day in baseball history, 1962, July the 8th. Chris, when I get ready to do that again, remind me it's July the 8th, will you? All right, here's Troy Konwinski. Meeting is over. Runners at second and third, nobody out. That's a good pitch from Coates at the knees. Good fastball for strike one. Konwinski leading the club in batting average, hitting .390. He's played first base. He's pitched. He's designated hitter. Guy does a little bit of everything. Good off-speed pitch, and Konwinski swung through it. I wonder if he knows how to do plumbing. Konwinski in the hole, 0-2. That pitch swung on, driven to center. Givens back and to his left. Leaping makes the play. Fantastic play by Givens in center field. Robbed Konwinski of at least 2, maybe 3. So Hutchison will score, and the Aviators are on the board. Croft unable to advance on that one. 1 out now. Givens completely laid out on that ball that was almost over his head to his left shoulder. He is left-handed. Made the play a little easier, but not much. Looking back into the sun, laid out and made the play. Chris will have to send that one to ESPN. He's on it. Here's Ethan Hunt out of the University of Charleston. Hitless tonight, 0-for-1. Aviators on the board. That pitch is driven to left field. That'll get down for a base hit. They're going to send the runner, and he will score without a throw. So that's a base hit and RBI for Hunt. Croft will score, and that'll cut the lead in half. 4-2 now. Larks. Here's Drew Henry. That was an off-speed pitch that Coates wasn't able to get down, and Hunt was all over it. Here's Drew Henry. Takes the first pitch low. Henry hitting .348. He's playing left field. Ball and no strikes. And the pitch. That's just foul down the left field line. Good piece of hitting by Henry. Hit it right where it was pitched. Count even, 1-1 to the left fielder. Looks like the left fielder is going to continue to play on the line. Everybody's shaded towards left. That pitch is swung on and fouled back. Ball and 2 strikes, 2 runs across here in the bottom of the 4th for the Aviators. 1 out, runner at first. Throw to first, he's back in time. Chandler Coates from the Larks has a good move over there. Certainly capable of picking somebody off at any time. And the pitch, that's low and away. Count even, 2-2. 34 pitches through 3 innings. He's up to pitch number 50, so 16 pitches. That's bounced to the right side. First baseman up with it to second for 1, get the lead man. And Henry will be at first base on a fielder's choice.
Batting for the Aviators, number 18, Ricky Silvestri.
2 down now on the force play. Here's Ricky Silvestri. Silvestri out of Delta State, 0 for 1 tonight, hitting .273. Steps in from the left side. Two outs now, runner at first. And that pitch is wide. Good fastball from Coach, just missed. Absolutely no wind here at the ballpark. Might ought to get the date and time. And the 1-0 floats high, almost hit him. 2-0. First time tonight Coates has experienced any adversity. He's given up a couple of runs. Pitch is swung on, that's popped up. Shallow left field, shortstop Remy going out and makes a basket catch, and that'll do it. So the Aviators will leave one, but they get a couple after 4 innings complete. Hayes 4, Aviators 2. We'll be right back.
We don't get paid enough for this.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find miles of lighted hike and bike trails that take you through beautiful neighborhoods and parks. Visit our activity center and see what you've been missing.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the 5th. Aviators cut into the lead. Larks now lead at 4-2. 2, 3, and 4 scheduled for the Larks. It'll be Sabaranos, Raspberry, and the cleanup guy, Colin Simpson.
Now batting for the Larks, number 1, Jonathan Silveranes.
Copland got out of the last inning in 9 pitches. And 14 pitches in the last inning, so he is trying to settle in here in the top of the 5th. First pitch to Sabaranos is in there for a called strike. Saberanos, a Aviator last year. Pitch is swung on. That'll be up the middle for a base hit. Second hit on the night for Saberanos. He's 2 for 3. Leadoff hit now for the Larks. 7th hit of the evening, 5 for the Aviators. This will bring up Clayton Raspberry. He's out of Stephen F. Austin. 1 for 2, base hit in the second, popped out to the right fielder in the first. Raspberry hitting .352. Pitch is popped up down this way. That'll be foul. Rivera continuing to loosen in the Aviator bullpen. And the 0-1. Off-speed pitch swung on and popped foul. Raspberry in the hole, 0-2. We'll see if Copland can make a pitch here. Fastball high. Tried to get him to chase something, nothing doing. Dead calm here in Haysville, 86 degrees. Absolutely beautiful night for baseball. We're still in the top of the 5th. If you're in the area, time to get out here. That is bounced up the middle for a base hit. So back-to-back base hits up the middle. Saberano stopped at second. Didn't exactly have the play in front of him. Good throw by Hutchison right on the nose. Probably would have had him if he'd tried to go. Eric Figueroa, head coach of the Aviators, out to talk. How about a little this day in baseball history while we're not doing nothing? How about June the 8th this time? Let's see what happened on June the 8th. Or July the 8th. Little struggle out here tonight. Must be the heat. Let's see, 1941, hitting .405 at the All-Star break. Ted Williams carries the American League to a 7-5 win in the Midsummer Classic when he homers off Cub pitcher Claude Passot with 2 on and 2 out in the ninth. So, what are the odds? Ted Williams hitting a game-winning home run in the All-Star game. July the 8th, 1941. Conference is over. Looks like Copland will continue to work for the Aviators. Rivera continues to loosen in the bullpen. He signals to the dugout that he's ready. Nobody out. Runners at first and second. Off-speed pitch swung on, driven foul. Colin Simpson now from Oklahoma State. He's the designated hitter. 1 for 2. Doubled and scored in the first, lined out to the pitcher in the second. Pretty much undressed Copland. Off-speed pitch, that is bounced to the third baseman. Silvestri up with it, throws across on the run and gets the out. Simpson does not run well, and that was helpful. So Silvestri retires Simpson. That's a big out right there. Runners do advance. One out now. Here's Nick Jones. Jones 1 for 2, struck out in the third, singled in the first, and was stranded. Jones out of Eastern Michigan. Off-speed pitch bounce foul. Third base coach Frank Leo unable to come up with that one. He is receiving a little bit of feedback from the dugout. Coach Leo been in that third base box for almost 30 years, so he can field whatever he wants. 0-1 to Jones. Infield in. Off-speed pitch misses high. Steady dose of off-speed pitches to the Larks lately. And that one is in the dirt. That one hit about 2 foot in front of the plate, and that will score a run. So that will go as a wild pitch. Soberanos will score. And Raspberry down to third. 5-2 now, Larks. 2 balls and a strike, 1 out, runner at third. Infield still in. Outfield straight away and deep. Off-speed pitch bounced to the third baseman, Silveresti, unable to come up with it. Bad hop, played it off the chest. And Jones will reach on the error. 2 errors on the night for the Aviators. This Hayes Larks club is a club that you can't give 4 outs an inning to. Here's Clayton Harp. 1 for 2. He's out of Sam Houston. Big, tall, left-handed hitter. Off-speed pitch in there for a call strike. Oh, balls and a strike, 1 out, runner at first. Good fastball from Copland. That's fouled straight back. Pitch number 73 for Copland. 53 strikes, 20 balls. Harp hitting a $188 coming in. That pitch is fouled down this way, and that will be just out of reach of Silvestri. Good hustle. Tried to get up on the wall and make the play. That's just out of his reach. Copland ahead, 0-2. Needs to make a pitch right here. Keep his club close. Off-speed pitch, that's driven to right field. If that is fair, that could be out of here. It is out of here, just foul. So an off-speed pitch offering from Copland. Harp just out in front of it just a little bit, hooks it foul. 0-2. Pitch is swung on, driven to right center. Flores going back. He won't make the play. That's on the warning track. They're going to send the lead runner. He will score, and Harp will be in there with an RBI triple. So Raspberry will score. That'll make it 6-2. Larks. Here's Jacob Boxton. First pitch to Boston is low, ball 1. Correction, 2 runs did score. That makes it 7-2. I missed Nick Jones. My apologies. And that misses high. 2-0 now. 7-2 now, Larks. Copland not missing too many barrels at the moment. And the 2-0 is swung on and fouled back.
Give me that spot again. Give me that spot again.
2 balls and a strike. Pritt's out to talk to Copland. Conference over. Umpire with some new baseballs. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, runner at third. We're in the top of the 5th. 3 runs across so far for the Larks. 9 hits. Off-speed pitch, that is popped up to center. Hutchison with about 3 steps back. He gets behind it, makes the catch, and the run will score. So that will be an RBI for Boston. 2 outs now.
Now batting for the Larks, number 20, Alex Weiss.
Here's the 8 spot, Alex Weiss. He's out of Fort Hays. Hitless tonight. Struck out in the 2nd, popped out to the center field in the 4th. 8-2 Hays. That is bounced back to the pitcher. That is off Copland. And Weiss will reach on a base hit. So that ball is stroked back to Copland on one hop, hits him. He's motioning for the coach to stay in the dugout. Looks like Coach Figueroa going to come out and check on the injury. Not sure where that struck Copland. Ball was struck very sharply. Same Clue Clubs tomorrow night, Game 3 of the series. It looks like they're going to lift Copland. We'll be back in a moment with Rivera's numbers. He will enter. Jared Rivera will come in for the Aviators. Get his numbers in a moment.
Attention fans, we've had a pitching change for the Aviators. Now pitching from Colorado Christian University, number 11, Jared Rivera.
Looks like Jared Rivera out of Colorado Christian will come in. He's a right-hander out of Colorado Christian. Same two clubs tomorrow night, Game 3 of the series. Aviators took Game 1 5-2. Just a reminder that the Aviator Baseball Camp is coming up July the 17th. July 17th right here at Vulcan Field from 9 to noon for ages 5 to 14. You can sign up here at the ballpark, at the merchandise tent, or through the Aviator website. It's only $35. Learn baseball the Aviator way. You can't beat it. Rivera's made 7 appearances, 10 in the third innings of work. He's given up 6 hits, 7 runs, 6 of which were earned. He's walked 8 and struck out 12. Comes in with an ERA just a smidge over 5.2. 5.22 to be exact. He'll give you one of 3 different arm slots. He will come 3/4, sidearm, and underneath. He'll come in with 2 outs. He'll inherit a base runner at first base. Alex Weiss is at first and will be Copland's responsibility. 2 down now. Aviators trying to get out of it. They trail 8-2. Here's a 9-hole man, Remy. First pitch is low and away, ball 1. Remy out of Austin P. 1 for 2. Singled in the second and scored. And the 1-0 is batted foul. That'll even it up 1-1. Top of the 5th from Haysville. Aviators trail at 8-2. That's inside and hit him. So Remy will wear that one and will be awarded first base. Runners at first and second. Top of the order now. Here's Keone Givens, the 9th man to hit in the order. Remy trying to walk that one off.
Now batting for the Lugs, number 4, Keone Givens.
Hit him in the fleshy portion of the backside. That's about all the anatomy I know. Two outs, runners at first and second. This is the 9th man to bat. Rivera trying to get out of it. First pitch is swung on, and that's foul back. Givens 0 for 3, struck out in the 4th, reached on an error in the second and scored. 2 errors on the night for the Aviators. No errors for the Larks. And that misses just low and away, 1-1. Larks were bit with the error bug last night. They've committed 3. And the 1-1. That's wide and will make the screen. So everybody will advance on the wild pitch. A couple of guys getting loose in the Aviator bullpen, one of which is Dylan Hall. Hall and Burkle getting loose for the Aviators. That is in there. Call strike at the letters. Good pitch from Rivera. Two balls, two strikes, two outs. Runners at second and third. That is through the hole on the left side. One run will score. They'll hold the trailing run. So Weiss will score. And Givens will reach on a base hit.
Now batting for the Larks, number 1, Jonathan Soberanos.
Here's the two-hole Soberanos. Remy down to third. Can close the book on Copland. Gives up 9 runs today. Runner goes. That's bounced to the left side. Rodriguez up with it over to first in time, and that'll do it. So the Larks send 10 men to the plate. They score 5. They lead at 9-2. We'll be right back.
Are you ready?
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find award-winning schools for students of all ages in a family-friendly community. Waiting here for you.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. We're to the home half of the 5th. Chandler Coates will continue to work for the Larks. Just 54 pitches through 4 innings. Aviators are in the hole 9-2. 8-9-1 scheduled to hit for the Aviators. It'll be Rodriguez, Pritz, and Flores.
Now batting for the Aviators, number 9, Raymond Rodriguez.
Rodriguez 0 for 1. He's out of Florida Memorial. First pitch from Coates is wide, ball 1. Rodriguez playing shortstop comes in hitting .222 at the beginning of the day. Off-speed pitch misses wide. Coates had a little bit of adversity in the 4th, giving up 2 runs. Fastball swinging, and that ball will get down into center field. So that'll be a leadoff hit for Rodriguez. Aviators with the leadoff man aboard. This will bring up the catcher, Matt Pritz. Pritz got his first base hit since joining the club earlier in the week. He's 1 for 1. He's out of Manchester University. Rodriguez, always a threat to run. Good lead over there. Coates with a good slide step. Ball is bunted. Back to the pitcher. They get the lead man at second base. Rodriguez did not get down on that one. So Coach Figueroa is going to ask him why he didn't break up that double play. Pritz was almost doubled up on that one. So a hard bunt back to Coates. He goes to second, gets the lead man. 1 out now. Pritz at first. Top of the order, here's Tyler Flores. First pitch swinging, that's popped up to left field. Harp has a beat on it and makes the play.
Now batting for the Aviators, number 12.
2 outs now. Here's Dylan Hutchison. Singled and scored in the 4th. He's out of Texas A&M Kingsville. 1 for 1, credited with a sacrifice in the 1st. He's hitting .263 at the beginning of the day. First pitch swinging, driven to center. Givens ranging to his right and makes the play. So an easy inning for Chandler Coates again. After 5 complete, it's 9-2 Hayes. We'll be right back.
Great things are happening in Haysville, a beautiful new activity center near Riggs Park to get in shape and have fun. A nationally recognized school system with new state-of-the-art facilities, great people, great neighborhoods, a great place to grow a family. So say hello to Haysville.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the 6th. It's been all Larks so far. They lead at 9-2 on 11 hits. 2 runs for the Aviators, 6 hits, a couple of errors. Pitcher number 2, Rivera, continues to work for the Aviators. He came in to get the final out of the 5th. 3, 4, and 5 for the Larks. Raspberry, Simpson, and Jones scheduled. First pitch to Raspberry is low and away. Raspberry 2 for 2 tonight. And that misses. So Raspberry ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. That is bounced to the right side, and that'll get through there for a base hit. So Raspberry's 3 for 3. This will bring up the cleanup guy, Colin Simpson. Simpson 1 for 3. Doubled and scored in the 1st. Just about killed Taylor Copland in the 2nd. The comebacker to the mound. Good lead over there by Raspberry. First pitch to Simpson is popped up to shallow left field. Henry coming in and makes the play. Big out there for the Aviators.
Now batting for the Larks, number 6, Nick Jones.
This will bring up Nick Jones. Reached on an error in the 5th. He's 1 for 3, singled in the 1st. Jones out of Eastern Michigan comes in hitting .271 at the beginning of the day. Rivera trying to throw up a 0. And he drops down, and that pitch is fouled back. Aviators do have the ability to score a lot of runs in a very short time, but we're running out of time. We're in the top of the 6th. That's bounced up the middle. Rodriguez tried to put the tag on, missed the tag, then throw to first, and the throw is wide. So Jones will reach on the error. It's the third error of the night for the Aviators. Raspberry down to third. Jones into second. So this is the third inning that we're going to give the Larks 4 outs at least. 1 out, runners at second and third. Here's Clayton Harp. Pitch misses wide, ball 1. Harp out of Sam Houston. Tripled and scored in the 5th. Got an RBI. He's 2 for 3. That's bounced to the right side. Tough hop for Croft. He's able to come up with it and take it himself. A run will score. Run number 10 now for the Larks. 2 down now. Everybody moves up 90 feet. Jones down at third. Here's Jacob Boston. Boston hitless tonight. Did get an RBI in the 5th when he popped out to center field. Boston out of Angelo State. First pitch is inside, ball 1. Couple of strikeouts on the night. He's hitting 195 at the start of the game. And the 1-0. That is down the third base line for a base hit, and that'll score a run. Henry up with it in a hurry and able to get it in and hold Boston to a single. So that'll be an RBI single. Larks now lead 11-2. Here's Alex Weiss. Weiss out of Fort Hays. Singled in the 5th and scored. He's 1 for 3. 2 outs, runner at first from the top of the 6th. 2 runs across so far for the Larks. That's a good pitch at the knees for a called strike. Good location from Jared Rivera. And the 0-1, that's bounced foul. Rivera pitched 2 2/3 innings of work at Great Bend. Gave up a couple of hits, a walk, and 5 strikeouts. That was on July the 2nd. Off-speed pitch just misses wide. They're going to check to see if he went around. No, he did not. So Weiss checked his swing. Awfully hard for the umpire out there behind pitcher's mound to make that call. Better if they ask us, because we can see it very clearly. 1-2 now. That's driven to right field. Flores has a beat on it. He's ranging back and to his right, and that'll do it. So the Larks get 2. They leave 1. After 5.5, they lead at 11-2. We'll be right back.
It's summer in Haysville, with families enjoying our hometown market. Plenty of summer activities and celebrations to last a lifetime. Join us for summertime fun.
And welcome back. We go to the home half of the 6th. All Larks so far, they lead at 11-2. 3, 4, and 5 scheduled for the Aviators. It'll be Croft, Konwinski, and Hunt in the Haysville 6th. Chandler Coates continues to work for the Larks. 60 total pitches he got out of the last inning in 6 pitches. Here's Paul Croft. That's in there for a strike at the knees. Croft out of UCO. Singled and scored last time. He's 1 for 2. And that is back to the mound. Good play by Coates. Able to jump and snag that one before it got through the hole. So Croft is retired. 1 out now.
Now batting for the Aviators, number 22, Troy Konwinski.
This will bring up the cleanup man, Troy Konwinski. Popped out to the center fielder in the 4th. Did get an RBI for his effort. Takes a ball. Konwinski 0 for 2. He's out of Defiance College. Leading the club in batting average at .390 at the beginning of the day. Pitch is swung on, driven to right, but that's right at Raspberry. Tough play for Raspberry. Looking right into that sun. 2 outs now.
Number 19, Ethan Hunt.
Konwinski hit it right on the nose, but it was right at somebody. Here's Ethan Hunt. Hunt bounced out to the shortstop. First pitch swinging, and that'll get down in the hole at left center. Hunt on his way to second. He will be in there without a play. So a 2-out double for Hunt.
Now batting for the Aviators, number 1, Drew Henry.
7th hit on the night for the Aviators. Here's Drew Henry, the left fielder. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th. He's 0 for 2. Henry steps in from the left side. He's hitting .348 at the beginning of the day. Chance to drive in a run right here. And he takes a pitch low. Sun just beginning to set here in Haysville, coming up on 8:30 Central Time. Absolutely no wind. Temperature in the low 80s. Absolutely beautiful. And the 1-0 is low, 2-0. 67 pitches for Chandler Coates through 5 2/3. That'll make any pitching coach or manager smile. They're playing Henry over to on the left field line. And that's high and away. 3 balls and a strike. Correction, 3-0. Coach Figueroa turn him loose. We'll see. Nope, that's in there for a call strike. 3-1 now. Hitter's advantage now for Drew Henry. 3 balls and a strike. And the 3-1's high, and that'll be a walk. So a 2-out walk issued by Chandler Coates.
Now batting for the Aviators, number 18, Ricky Silvestri.
First walk of the night issued by Coates. Here's Ricky Silvestri, the third baseman out of Delta State. He's 0 for 2. Runners at first and second, 2 out. We're in the bottom of the 6th. And Silvestri takes a pitch wide. Good velocity from Coates, just missed on the outside corner. Now the manager for the Larks will come out and we'll have a discussion. While we're doing that, let's have a little baseball history for you. July the 8th, what do we have? July the 8th, 2000, in an unusual twin bill, the Yankees sweep the Mets with the day game played at Shea Stadium and the nightcap played at Yankee Stadium. Well, that sounds like a high school gig there. So, July the 8th in 2000, a very unusual doubleheader. First game played at Shea Stadium and the second game at Yankee Stadium. Wonder how many hot dogs they sold at each stadium. They should provide that information. People want to know. So there you have it. Conference is over. Ball and no strikes to Silvestri. And a pitch to him. That's driven, and that'll get down to center field for a base hit, and they'll hold the runners. Good throw by Givens to home plate.
Now batting for the Aviators.
Couple hits issued in the inning by Coates. Bases are loaded now with 2 outs. Here's Raymond Rodriguez. Base hit in the 5th. He's 1 for 2. Rodriguez out of Florida Memorial hitting .222 at the beginning of the day. Chance to get a couple of runs back. Aviators never quit. And the first pitch to him. Good off-speed pitch swung on and missed by Rodriguez. Coates pulled the string on that one. And Rodriguez didn't get cheated. No balls and a strike. Coates trying to get out of the inning. Just missed low and away. Count even now, 1-1. And the 1-1. Another off-speed pitch swung through and missed. So Rodriguez in the hole, 1-2. Ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Run bases are loaded. Larks lead at 11-2. Rodriguez trying to keep it going. And a 1-2 swung on and missed, and that'll do it. So the Aviators leave them loaded. They get no runs in the 6th. So through 6 innings of play, 11-2 Hayes. We'll be right back.
To Haysville now.
The things you want. Get it now at Hometown Sales Lease. Why wait for a killer TV or audio system?
I don't wanna wait.
Why wait for efficient new kitchen and laundry appliances? Why wait for furniture with style or a comfortable new mattress? Get it now. Why wait for an awesome new computer? Get the leading brands, the latest styles, and the hottest features, all with flexible payments you can afford. No credit needed, no hassles, and delivery is
And welcome back. We go to the top of the 7th. New arm for the Aviators. Zach Burkle will take over. Right-hander out of Southern Nazarene. 3 games, 3 appearances so far, 6 in the 3rd innings of work. He's given up 12 hits, 8 runs, all earned. 1 walk and 4 strikeouts.
Now batting for the Larks, number 5, Max Remy.
It'll be 9-1-2 for the Larks in the top of the 7th. Remy, Givens, and Soberanos. Burkle last worked June the 28th. Went 2 1/3, gave up 2 runs, both earned, 4 hits to the Liberal BJs. First pitch to Remy, inside ball 1. So Rivera goes an inning and a third, gives up 2 runs. That's in there for a call strike, 1-1 now. And the 1-1, that is cued down the first base line, and that stays foul. Ball and 2 strikes to the shortstop out of Austin P. High-speed pitch swung through and missed. So a leadoff strikeout for Burkle. And Remy is down on strikes. One down, top of the order. Here's Keone Givens. Givens 0 for 3, reached on an error in the second and scored, struck out in the fourth. First pitch swinging, driven to left field. Shortstop going out. Unable to make the play. So Henry was a little bit fooled on the swing of the bat. He got that one out on the end of the bat. Did not go as far. Ryan Jones now playing shortstop. He was unable to get there. That would have been a fantastic play by Jones. Unable to get there. So that'll go as a base hit for Givens, his first hit of the evening. Here's Sabaranos. First pitch swinging, fouls it back. No action now in the Aviator bullpen. Hayes leads at 11-2, 13 hits. 2 runs, 8 hits for the Aviators. Burkle in the stretch. Slide step to the plate, and that's low, ball 1. One now to Sabaranos. That misses low and away. That's a breaking ball that didn't catch any of the plate. Sabaranos out of Angelo State. He was with the Aviators last summer. Did a good job for us. 2 balls and a strike, 1 out. That's in there, a call strike on the inside corner. That'll even it up, 2-2. And a 2-2 is swung on and foul back. It's a good pitch at the knees from Burkle. Sabaranos able just to get a piece. Two-two to Sabaranos. Here it is. Off-speed pitch. That is popped foul. That'll just be out of play.
Fans, just a reminder, all foul balls are the property of the Haysville Aviators and can be redeemed at the concession stand for a small prize.
Same 2 clubs tomorrow night, 7 o'clock first pitch right here in Haysville. Free admission. Game sponsor tonight is Johnny B's and Haysville Forward. Here's the 2-2. That misses low, 3-2 now. Go down to Johnny B's, get you a burger or one of those world-famous fried tacos. You don't want to miss those. 3-2. That's bounced foul down the left side. We are positioned right by a light pole, so that humming you hear is not my pacemaker. That is the light ballast making that humming noise, so I didn't want you to think you were hearing things. And we wonder why we talk to ourselves. Here's the 3-2. That misses low, and that'll be a walk for Sabaranos.
Now batting for the Larks, number 15, Clayton Raspberry.
First and second now, 1 out. Here's Clayton Raspberry out of Stephen F. Austin. 3 hits tonight. And a sacrifice. A couple of runs scored. He's hitting .352. First pitch swinging and missed. He's in the hole, 0-1. Burkle with the sign. Pitch is low. Ball and a strike. Raspberry playing right field tonight. And the 1-1 to him. That's low. Ball 2. Game is slowed to a crawl. Raspberry 1 for 4 last night. That is down the first base line for a base hit. 1 run will score. Raspberry into second base. And he'll have a stand-up double and an RBI. So Givens will score. Soberanos over to third on the base hit.
Now batting for the Larks, number 24, Colin Simpson.
This will bring up the cleanup man, Colin Simpson. Simpson out of Oklahoma State. He's been retired the last 3 times. He got a base hit and scored, actually a double and scored in the first. First pitch to him. And he offered. No balls and a strike. Tried to hold up. 1 for 3 last night. Power hitter. Leads the club in home runs. And that's low. Actually leads the club in batting average and RBI totals. 31 coming into tonight. Ball and a strike, 1 out. Runners at second and third. That is driven down the right field line, foul. So Simpson tried to turn on a fastball, unable to keep it fair. He's in the hole, 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes. Burkle not the fastest worker on the planet. That one's low, blocked nicely by Pritz. Joe Baker getting loose in the Aviator bullpen. Here's the 2-2. That is bounced foul. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at second and third. Larks lead it 12-2. We're in the top of 7th. 1 run across so far. That ball is driven deep to right field. Flores looks up, and that is out of here. So that'll be a 3-run home run for Colin Simpson. Ball was squared up pretty well. And he's 2 for 5 on the night. Probably going to be one of the league leaders in RBIs this season. 2 more for him. So that makes at least 33, or actually 34 RBIs on the season. Here's Nick Jones. First pitch swinging, and that is a base hit to left down the line. Henry over quickly to pick it up. Not in time to get Jones. Jones in with a double. So the Larks are basically having their way with the Aviators. They lead at 15-2. We're in the top of the 7th. 16 hits now for the Larks. Here's Clayton Harp. He's out of Sam Houston. 2 for 4 tonight. He steps in from the left side. First pitch swinging, bounces it foul. Pitch is in the dirt, blocked nicely by Pritz, unable to keep the runner at second base. Ball and a strike, 1 out. And that one's in the dirt. He's able to check his swing. 2 balls and a strike. Zach Burkle out of Southern Nazarene. Pitch is swung on down the right side, foul. 35 total pitches so far. 15 balls, 20 strikes. Burkle's given up 4 here in the top of the 7th. That misses wide, 3-2. Burkle needs to make a pitch, get an out right here. Stop this bleeding. And a 3-2. That misses wide, and they'll lose him. So a 1-out walk to Harp. Looks like Figueroa will go to the mound. Looks like we'll have a new pitcher. Tell you all about it in a minute. Don't forget the Aviator Baseball Camp coming up here July the 17th, ages 5 to 14. That camp will be from 9 to noon here at Vulcan Field.
Attention fans, we have a pitching change for the Aviators. Now on the mounds from Tabor College, number 13, Joe Baker.
Looks like Joe Baker's going to take over from Tabor. He's a right-hander.
Fans, while we have a break,
Try to stop this bleeding right here.
there's 50% off hot dogs and pizza while supplies last at the concession stand.
Get you Baker's numbers here. Baker, 4 appearances, 4 2/3 innings of work. He's given up 8 hits and 10 runs, all earned. 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. ERA just a smidge over 19. Baker's last outing was June the 13th versus Liberal. He threw 1 inning and gave up 4 runs. Walked a couple. All 4 runs were earned. So the Aviators are going to call on Baker, try to shut down this inning. It'll be 7 and 8 scheduled. It'll be Boston and Weiss. So here's Jacob Boston out of Angelo State. Single and RBI in the 6th. He's 1 for 3. First pitch to him is in there for a call strike. And the pitch is wide, and that'll make it to the screen, so everybody will advance on the wild pitch. Runners now at second and third. Larks lead at 15-2. Boston hitting 195 at the beginning of the game. He pops it up. Second baseman Hunt giving chase, and that'll be foul. So Boston in the hole, 0-2. Correction, that's 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners at second and third. And a 1-2. That's in there for a call strike. Good fastball from Joe Baker. And they'll get Boston looking. 2 outs now. Here's Alex Weiss, the 9th man to hit in the inning. Weiss popped out to the right fielder last time. He's 1 for 4. Singled and scored in the 5th. He's out of Fort Hays. First pitch, good fastball from Baker's, foul straight back. Absolutely stunning night for baseball here in Haysville. Absolutely no wind, temperature 85 degrees. Not so nice on the scoreboard. Larks lead at 15-2. Off-speed pitch misses White. Ball and a strike, 2 outs. Runners at second and third. Baker trying to get out of it. Here's the 1-1. That's popped up. Croft giving chase, and that'll drop in front of the Larks dugout. New life for Alex Weiss. Joe Baker out of Tabor trying to make a pitch right here, win the battle, 1-2. 2 outs, trying to get his club in the dugout. And the 1-2 is driven to center. Hutchison on his horse and lays out and makes the play. So another stunning play in center field by Dylan Hutchison, laying out, ending the threat. So the Larks are going to leave 2. They get 4 in the inning. Stretch time in Haysville, 15-2 Larks. We'll be right back.
Everyone is approved. Get it now at Hometown Sales Lease.
I don't wanna wait anymore.
They didn't have chicken, so I got you a beef and bean burrito. And then I ate it, so I got you a Christian? Agent Walrus. Broseph? I really don't get paid enough for this.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find miles of lighted hike and bike trails that take you through beautiful neighborhoods and parks. Visit our activity center and see what you've been missing.
Say hello to Haysville now.
Are you ready?
And welcome back. We go to the home half of the 7th. All Larks so far, they lead at 15-2. New arm on the mound for the Larks. It'll be Ryan Katulik. He's out of Abilene Christian. Here's his numbers. He's appeared in 9 games, 12 1/3 innings of work. He's given up 13 hits, 6 runs all earned, 10 walks, 8 strikeouts. First pitch to Pritz is in there for a call strike. So it'll be Pritz, Flores, and Hutchison. That's low, ball 1. One and one now to the catcher. Katulik, a tall right-hander. He last worked July the 6th versus Great Bend. He threw 2 innings, gave up 3 hits, and got the win. And the pitch is high. 3 balls and a strike to the 9-hole hitter, Pritz. Pritz 1 for 2. Good fastball from Katulik. And Pritz swings through it. And the 3-2 is swung on and missed, and that'll do it for Pritz. 1 out now in the inning. Top of the order, Tyler Flores. Here's Tyler Flores out of Point Loma Nazarene. Doubled in the first and hitless since then. First pitch to him, good fastball on the outside corner for a call strike. Katulik, great velocity. And the 0-1. Off-speed pitch in there for a call strike. Good change of pace there, 0-2. Flores swings, driven to left field. Harp is under it and makes the play. 2 outs now in the inning. Tough time of night to pick up the baseball. Not completely dark. Here's Dylan Hutchison. 1 for 3 tonight, singled and scored in the 4th. He's out of Texas A&M Kingsville. Going from the left side, it'll be a righty-lefty matchup. Hutchison, a switch hitter, credited with a sacrifice in the first. Pitch is high. Good fastball from Katulik, just missed. Pitch is bounced foul. 1-1, 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Aviators trail the Hayes Larks 15-2. A little different situation than last night. This time last night we were wrapping it up with a W. Off-speed pitch misses wide. Pitch is swung on and missed. 2-2. Good velocity from Ryan Katulik. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Here's the offering. Swung on and missed, and that'll do it. Aviators will go down in order after 7 from Haysville. It's all Larks, 15-2. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find award-winning schools for students of all ages. In a family-friendly community. Waiting here for you.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And top of the 8th we go. All Larks so far, they lead at 15-2. Joe Baker will continue to work for the Aviators. Max Remy will lead it off for the Larks for the second time in 2 innings. He led off the 7th with a strikeout. Maybe we can get that done again. He's out of Austin P. Remy 1 for 3 on the night. Singled, scored in the 2nd. First pitch is inside, ball 1. That is driven through the left side for a base hit. So a leadoff hit for Remy. So the Larks are not going to let up on the gas one bit. Here's Keone Givens. Singled and scored in the 7th. 1 for 5. Comes in hitting .279. Givens out of the University of Oklahoma. First pitch swinging. Strike 1. Hitless last night with a walk. No balls and a strike. That misses wide. Count even now, 1-1. Larks had a leadoff hit by Max Remy here in the 8th. 17 hits so far for the visitors. Good off-speed pitch in there for a call strike. So Givens finds himself in a hole, 1-2. Here's a 1-2. Checked his swing. 2-2 now. Thomas Warren getting loose in the Aviator bullpen. And a 2-2. Off-speed pitch misses wide. 3-2 now. And a 3-2 is swung on and missed. And that'll do it for Givens. That's his second strikeout of the night. One out now in the inning. Here's Jonathan Soberanos. He's out of Angelo State. Walked and scored in the 7th. He's 2 for 4. Hitting .244 at the beginning of the night. One out now. First pitch to him is driven to left field. Henry on his horse, ranging to his left, and makes the play. 2 outs now in the inning. Soberanos put a good charge in him, and Henry's right there to retire him. This will bring up Clayton Raspberry with 2 outs. Runner at first. He's out of Stephen F. Austin. 4 for 4 tonight. Comes in hitting .352. It'll be more tomorrow night. First pitch to him. High and away, ball 1. Raspberry steps in from the left side and fouls it back. Count even, 1-1. 5 hits in the series for Raspberry. He was 1 for 4 last night. Ball and a strike, 2 outs. Baker trying to get out of it without any damage. That pitch is in there for a call strike. 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at first. Leadoff single by Max Remy. Off-speed pitch popped up. Shortstop Jones making the call and the play, and that'll do it. So the Larks leave one. We're through 7.5. They lead it 15-2. We'll be right back.
Great things are happening in Haysville, a beautiful new activity center near Riggs Park to get in shape and have fun. A nationally recognized school system with new state-of-the-art facilities, great people, great neighborhoods, a great place to grow a family. So say hello to Haysville.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. We go to the home half of the 8th. Aviators running out of time. They're down to 6 outs. They trail the Hayes Larks 15-2. Ryan Katulik continues to work for the Larks. He got through 1 inning of work in 14 pitches, which is just dang near perfect. It'll be Croft, Konwinski, and Hunt. Here's Paul Croft from UCO. First pitch swing, he had a fastball and swung through it. Strike 1. Croft 1 for 3. Singled in the 4th and scored. And the 0-1. Misses low. That'll even it up 1-1. And the 1-1 misses wide. 2 balls and a strike. And the 2-1's inside, almost hit him. 3-1. Croft hitless last night, and he'll draw a walk. So a leadoff walk for the Aviators here in the bottom of the 8th. This will bring up Troy Konwinski, hitless tonight. Did get credited with an RBI in the 4th. He's out of Defiance College. Comes in hitting .390 and leading the club in that department. Konwinski steps in from the left side. Runner at first. That pitch misses wide. One for 2 last night in the win over the Larks for Konwinski. Pitch is swung on and missed, gets away from Jones, and the runner will advance on the pass ball. So score that one, a pass ball. Croft down to second. So Konwinski with an opportunity to drive in a run. Looks like Jones is going to go out and talk to Katulik. Not sure whether he was crossed up. I think they're just making sure that the signs, everybody's on the same page with the signs with runner at second base. Thomas Warren continues to loosen in the bullpen. Here's the 1-1. And that's wide. Advantage Konwinski, 2 balls and a strike. Two-one, and that is lined to the first baseman. Back behind, throws to the shortstop, and that goes into left field with no damage. Konwinski hit it on the screws, but right at Weiss at first base. 1 out now. Here's Ethan Hunt. Doubled in the 6th and was stranded. He's 1 for 3. First pitch to him. Inside, almost hit him. Hunt playing second base tonight. Katulik with the sign. Here's the pitch. That's a good fastball in there for a called strike. Hunt was hitless last night in the victory. 0 for 4. And here's the 1-1. That misses low. 2 balls and a strike. Larks lead at 15-2. We're in the bottom of the 8th. "15 runs on 17 hits. 2 runs on 8 hits for the Aviators. Pitch is bounced foul. That'll even it up, 2-2. Tulik with the check of the runner. Here's the 2-2. That is an off-speed pitch, just misses. 3-2. Good curveball from Katulik. He definitely had Hunt bailing on that one. Here's the 3-2. Fastball bounced to the left side. Third baseman Boston up with it over to first in time. And that'll retire Hunt for the second out of the inning.
Now batting for the Aviators, number 1, Drew Henry.
This will bring up the left fielder, Drew Henry. Walked and was stranded in the 6th. Henry 0 for 2. Comes in hitting .348. He steps in from the left side. They shade him way around towards left. And that is driven to center field for a base hit, and a run will try to score. Here's the throw to the plate. That is not in time. Catcher cuts it off and fires to second, and Henry's in there. So that'll be an RBI for Henry. Credit him with a single. Goes to second on the throw home. Croft will score. And that'll make it 15-3, Larks. Here's Ricky Silvestri. 1 for 3, base hit in the 6th. Steps in from the left side. He's out of Delta State. Silvestri new to the club, hitting .222 at the beginning of the day. Takes first pitch in there for a ball. And that's low, ball 2. Silvestri 1 for 3 last night in the win over the Larks. Can play first, he can play third base and shortstop. Very versatile player. He's in the driver's seat now. That pitch is swung on, bounce to the right side. Second baseman Soberano's up with it, and that'll do it. Aviators strand 1, they get 1. We're through 8. All Larks 15-3. We'll be right back.
It's summer in Haysville, with families enjoying our hometown market, plenty of summer activities, and celebrations to last a lifetime. Join us for summertime fun.
Say hello to Haysville now.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the ninth. Joe Baker continues to work for the Aviators, trying to get his club to the bottom of the ninth without any further damage. It's been all Hayes Larks so far, 15-3. They lead it. In between innings, they were playing the Ray Stevens song about the squirrel going to church. Guys, we got to have fun where we can get it tonight. It'll be Simpson, Jones, and Harp for the Larks. If you want to face Colin Simpson, it's leading off, so he can only do a little bit of damage. Homered in the seventh. That was a 3-run homer. He's 2 for 5. Pitch swung on, and that's a line drive base hit to right field. So make that 3 for 6 for Simpson.
Now batting for the Larks, number 6, Nick Jones.
So let's bring up Nick Jones. Doubled and was stranded in the seventh. He's 2 for 5 also. Comes in hitting .271. First pitch swinging, and that is driven to center for a base hit. Hutchison up with it, and he's able to hold. He's able to hold Simpson at second base. Good arm out of Hutchison. So back-to-back base hits. This will bring up Clayton Harp. Harp steps in from the left side. He's 2 for 4. Walked in the seventh. Scored a run in the fifth. And takes a ball. Same two teams tomorrow night right here in Haysville. First pitch at 7 o'clock. And that's a good off-speed pitch in there from Baker, and that'll even it up 1-1. Back-to-back base hits to begin the ninth for the Hayes Larks. That's in there, a call strike. So the count is in Joe Baker's favor, 1-2. Needs a strikeout right here, a ground ball in the worst way. That is a line drive base hit to left, and they will hold the runners. So 3 hits in a row for the Larks, and that'll load them up. Coach Figueroa to the mound. Looks like there's going to be a change. Looks like Thomas Warren will come in for the Aviators. We'll get his numbers in just a moment. Runners on base will be Baker's responsibility. Gives up 3 hits here in the ninth. It'll be Thomas Warren, University of Hawaii Hilo, a big right-hander, called on to try to stop the bleeding here in the top of the ninth. Warren has had 6 appearances, 4 innings of work this summer. He's given up 4 hits, 5 runs, 2 of which were earned. 5 walks, 5 strikeouts. He's a right-hander out of the University of Hawaii Hilo. Last outing, July 4th at Derby. He came in and worked 2/3 of an inning and gave up 5 runs, 2 of which were earned, 3 hits. A couple of walkouts, couple of walks, and a strikeout. So he'll be called on to quiet the bottom third of the order for the Larks. Don't forget the Aviator Baseball Camp is coming up July the 17th Open to any kid ages 5 to 14. It's going to be right here on the 17th from 9 o'clock until noon. An all-inclusive camp. Only $35 to attend. You can sign up here at the ballpark at the merchandise tent or through the Aviator website. Just contact Grant Jones. Learn baseball the Aviator way. So the fourth pitcher of the evening for the Aviators, this will be Thomas Warren. He will show you a couple of different arm slots also. He'll drop down a little bit 3/4 at times. Causes that fastball to run a little bit into right-handers. So we'll see how he fares against the bottom third of the Lark order. Same two teams tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. Third game of the series. The Aviators will have Monday off, and then they will be on the road Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday in Oklahoma City. After tomorrow night, only 6 games left in the season. Actually, 9 games left. My apologies. All right, Warren is set. First pitch to Jacob Boston is swung on and missed. Boston struck out in the 7th. Boston 1 for 4. Couple of strikeouts tonight. Actually, 3 strikeouts tonight. And he takes a pitch low, 1-1. Pritz tried to hold it there, give the umpire a second and third look. Nothing happening. Bases loaded. They are the responsibility of Joe Baker. Here's the 1-1. That's in there for a call strike. Good fastball from Tom Warren. Boston behind the count 1-2. Warren trying to stop the bleeding. That misses wide, 2-2. Ball game has slowed to the speed of government here. We're in the top of the ninth. Here's the 2-2. Just misses wide, 3-2. No place to put him. Warren needing to make a pitch right here, get a ground ball or a strikeout. And the payoff. That is driven to right field. Yes, right field. Flores has a beat on it. Runners will tag, and a run will score. So Simpson will score. Jones tags and moves up to third. 1 out now. Here's Alex Weiss. Weiss popped out to the center fielder in the 7th. He's 1 for 5. Larks now lead at 16-3 on 20 hits. Runners at the corners. And the first pitch is inside. Weiss hitting in the 8th spot. Ball and no strikes. That misses wide. So Warren behind in the count. Two to nothing. And a 2-0 is low and in the dirt, and that'll get to the screen. A run will score on the wild pitch. So Jones will score on the wild pitch. That'll make it 17-3. Harp down to second. 3 balls, no strike to Weiss. Pritz out to talk to him. Conference over. Making sure they got their sign straight with the runner at second. Weiss 1 for 4 last night in the loss. He's ahead in the count, 3-0. Let's see if Coach turns him loose. And that is in there for a call strike. Good fastball from Warren. We'll see if Warren can battle back right here. And the 3-1. That's grounded to up the middle. That'll be a base hit. They will send the runner. And Harp will score. Well, that's a base hit for Weiss. 18-3 now, Hayes. Here's the 9-hole man, Max Remy. 3 runs across here in the top of the 9th for the Hayes Larks. The Larks trying to go to 21-9 on the season with a win tonight. 1 out now, runner at first. That's bounced to the right side. Over to second, and shortstop Jones unable to handle it, and they were unable to get the lead man, so Remy will reach on a fielder's choice. Top of the order now, here's Keone Givens. Givens struck out in the 8th. Aviators with their 5th error of the game. 1 out now, runners at first and second. Givens swings through the first one, strike 1. Givens 1 for 6. And the 0-1 just inside. 1-1 now. Ball and a strike. Here it is. That's driven to right. That'll be right at Flores. Goes to his knees, makes the catch. And that's out for number 2. So Givens lines out to Flores. 2 outs now. Here's Jonathan Soberanos. Runners at second, first and second. Two for 5 on the night. And the pitch is inside, ball 1. Gets away from Pritz. Runner at second advances. So Weiss advances to third. Now the Larks have runners at the corners with 2 outs. They lead at 18-3. That's in there for a call strike. That'll even it up, 1-1. 16 total pitches for Tom Warren. And the 1-1, that's low. 2 balls and a strike, 2 outs, runners at the corners. We're in the top of the 9th. Hayes has scored 3 times in the 9th. A lot of crooked numbers up there on the scoreboard tonight. And the 2-1, that's bounced to the left side. Jones tried to barehand it, unable to come up with it and make the play, and that'll be an error, and Soberanos will reach. Run will score. This will bring up Clayton Raspberry, the 9th man to hit in the order. 2 outs. 6 errors on the night for the Aviators. First pitch to Raspberry's in there for a strike. He's 2 for 5 tonight. Singled scored in the 7th and the 6th and the 5th. I have him for 3 hits. And that misses wide. Count even 1-1. That's bounced to the right side. Silvestri knocks it down, steps on the bag, and that'll do it. So the Larks send 9 guys to the plate. They score 4 times. They lead at 19-3 after 8.5. We'll be right back.
Things you want. Get it now at Hometown Sales Lease. Why wait for a killer TV or audio system?
I don't wanna wait.
Why wait for efficient new kitchen and laundry appliances? Why wait for furniture with style or a comfortable new mattress? Get it now. Why wait for an awesome new computer? Get the leading brands, the latest styles, and the hottest features, all with flexible payments you can afford. No credit needed, no hassles, and delivery is included. Everyone is approved. Get it now at Hometown Sales Lease.
I don't wanna wait anymore.
And welcome back. Aviators down to their final 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the 9th. They trail the Hayes Larks 19-3. New pitcher for the Larks. Looks like Brad Sugg will take over. Right-hander out of Texas Wesleyan. Ryan Jones will lead it off. First at bat of the night. Takes the first pitch ball. That's in there for a call strike. Count even at 1-1. And the pitch is wide. 2 balls and a strike. Pitch is batted foul. Brad Sugg has appeared in 11 games, 17 innings of work. Gives up 19 hits, 10 runs, all earned. He's walked 5 and struck out 16. He's out of Texas Wesleyan. And that pitch is low. 2-2 now. That is down the left field line. Boston up with a good backhand and a strong throw, and he gets Jones by a step. So Jones is retired. 1 out now in the inning. Here's Matt Pritz. Last inning for Sugg, or last outing, was July the 5th. At Great Bend, where he threw 5 innings, gave 4 runs, all earned. 6 hits and a walk, 6 strikeouts. First pitch to Pritz is in there for a call strike. That's inside. Sugg, a very quick worker. Pritz 1 for 3, struck out in the 7th, swung on and missed. Aviators now down to their last 2 outs. They trail at 19-3. Pitch is popped up. First baseman unable to make the play. Weiss over near the fence. It's in and out of his glove. So new life for Matt Pritz. One ball, two strikes, one out. And swung on and missed. And that'll do it for Pritz. 2 outs now. Aviators now down to their final out.
Number 26, Tyler Flores.
And the first pitch to Flores in there for a call strike. Flores doubled in the first, was stranded. He's 1 for 4. That's in there for a call strike. Aviators now down to their final strike. Flores trying to keep it going. He's out of Point Loma. Comes in hitting .343. And the pitch is swung on. Good off-speed pitch from Sugg. Good movement on it. Flores just able to get a piece of it. Still down on the count, 0-2. 2 outs, nobody on. Off-speed pitch, that's popped. Third baseman Boston in foul ground, unable to make the play. Looks like he overrun it a little bit and had to backtrack and unable to recover and make the play. So it looks like Flores will have new life. Boston usually very sure-handed over here at third base. It's kind of a interesting drop for him. A lot of foul ground here at Vulcan Field, so he had to run a long way. And that pitch is fouled off his foot. Good battle up there by Tyler Flores, right fielder tonight. Part of one of the best outfielding crews in the league. And a pitch is driven to right center. Now get down for a base hit. So that'll be a 2-out base hit. Flores digging for second. And he'll make it standing up.
Now batting for the Aviators, number
So that's a 2-out double for Tyler Flores. This will bring up Dylan Hutchison out of Texas A&M Kingsville. Flores 2 for 5 on the night, so here's Hutchison. 1 for 4, struck out in the 7th. Actually 1 for 3, credited with a sacrifice in the first. Steps in from the left side. Right and on left matchup, he swings through the first one, strike 1. 2 outs, runners at second. Larks lead at 19-3. We're in the bottom of the 9th. Off-speed pitch misses wide. Sugg trying to go in and slam the door. Not a save opportunity. Here's the 1-1. That's in there for a call strike. 1-2. Aviators down to their final strike. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that'll do it. Aviators will leave one. Here's your totals. 19 runs, 21 hits, no errors for the Hayes Larks. 3 runs, 10 hits, 6 errors for the Aviators. Aviators go to 7-25. Larks go to 21-9. Winning pitcher will be Chandler Coates, and the loss will go to Taylor Copland. Same 2 teams tomorrow night. For Chris Worrell, I'm Todd Hook saying good night from Haysville.
They didn't have chicken, so I got you a beef and bean burrito. And then I ate it, so I got you a Christian? Agent Walrus. Broseph. really don't get paid enough for this.
Welcome to Haysville, where you'll find miles of lighted hike and bike trails that take you through beautiful neighborhoods and parks. Visit our activity center and see what you've been missing.
Say hello to Haysville